Okay, so hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for Handmade in Britain's online interactive virtual craft fair. We are being joined by designer jeweler maker Barbara Spence. She's going to be showing us some of her wonderful and very popular items, square stacking rings. Now, if you've never heard about square stacking rings, you're going to find out. She's also going to be showing us the best color combinations and also different jewel combinations on how to wear them. So as this is an interactive session, please do feel free to ask any questions in the chat box provided, and we'll get through to them during the session. So for now, I'm going to pass it over to Barbara. Thank you.
Hi there, hi Lucky. Right, so I've been making the square rings for a long time. Originally, what appealed to me about them was the shape of them, the sort of simple geometric shape. But then I found out that you can stack them together. I decorate them, I set it off center, and I really like the fact that you can, that it's more interesting than just having a stone in the center. You can see them off center, but that also means that you can stack them. So that's how I originally got into them. So I can show you, here are my, this is, they come in 5 different sizes of squares, you can see there, but this is 2 sizes that fit me. And in each size of ring, you can get any of the combinations. So these are bigger ones, and they fit on my middle finger. There's the Perspex ones. All of the Perspex come in 8 different colors for all of the sizes of rings. So this is a particular favorite of mine. This is the gold moon ring. So that's got an 18-carat gold disc, which has got the gold moon texture on it, and you can see it's set off center. So that fits really nicely on my middle finger. And then that can be worn with any of the other rings. So you can wear it with the emerald, like that, which is in an incredibly rich combination, or with the sapphire. Again, a very rich combination. Or you can wear it with any of the Perspex rings. So these, or any of the other, it could be worn with the pink tourmaline. And it can be worn with any of the Perspex rings. So you could have it with pink. Or any of the other colors. All of them are beautiful. This is one of my favorite colors, is this sapphire blue Perspex. And so it's a simple ring, but they're quite statement pieces. They're really noticed when they're on. The sapphire is one of my favorite ones. So this sapphire ring. Here it is with a topaz. So the rings look almost like one ring when they're on. They don't actually interlock, but the decoration fits over the other ring. So they just sit like a single ring when they're on. This is a lovely combination. This is the blue sapphire Perspex with the blue sapphire ring. And it adds a real depth of color, a real richness, which I love. And it's also, surprisingly, I like it with the pale blue as well. Anyway, so these are all quite goldy ones, but if you're more into silver, you know, that's a possibility as well. So here I've got, this is a pale topaz, which is set in a silver setting. I like this because you get the the roundedness of the stone really goes with the roundedness of the setting, and it looks beautiful against the square. I love that circle square contrast. So this one, again, the stone is offset, so the ring just on its own is very interesting and sort of modern looking, but you can add it to any of the others. So here it is with the orbit, the silver orbit design. And that the stone sits inside the circle. Sorry, and it once they're together, it's like a single ring. And it also looks. You could wear it with the moon ring. So this is the same as the gold moon. Is that in focus? It's the textured silver. So it's quite an icy blue look that you get from that. And you could then wear it with the icy blue Perspex as well for a real, I love that combination. Quite simple, but the Perspex really adds something to these rings, I think. So the Perspex I started doing, I'd always done black, because a lot of my designs are based on astronomy. So I was interested in night sky, and particularly I like the silver against the black. But during lockdown last year, I started looking at different colors of Perspex, and it's added a real, I'm just interested in how much it changes the rings. So this is a lovely combination. This is 2 blue topaz. This is the pale blue one and the London blue topaz. The London blue one is set in gold, so it's a slightly richer color. And then if you add that to the azure Perspex, it creates a kind of backdrop for the ring, which I think is part of the reason it works so well. And it also, these are slim rings. These silver rings are very slim, but they're this makes it into a sort of bigger, more statement piece. So another thing I changed last year was I started making thicker rings, and these I mainly do plain. So this is just a plain silver. It's 3 millimeters thick. It's exactly the same shape as the others, but it's a plain ring. And these you really notice, I think when it's plain like that, you get more of a feeling of the squareness. So it's a very sort of strong geometric design, a real minimalist piece, but it works very well in that thickness. The one I wear all the time is with the acid green Perspex, which is just fab together. But they go with, the silver goes with all of these colors. So you could have a dark red combination. Or the blue is beautiful with everything. And again, the azure, somebody's just bought this set, which I think this is a lovely color as well. Well, I spent ages. I had to go through all the different colors to choose them. What's great about the rings is because they're all offset, you can buy one set and then you could add another one. For instance, this set where you have the topaz and the silver moon, you could subsequently buy something like one of these diamond ones, which would actually go with both of them. You've got the little sparkly diamond with the pale blue topaz is a lovely contrast, or it goes with the silver moon. So you would then have 3 sets, and you can add a Perspex one as well to that. I'm surprised by the pink is actually very nice. I suppose it's because of the bluiness of it. The pink goes beautifully with that dark blue, or with the you can have that. So you can see that there are just hundreds of possibilities, and you can build them up. And what I really like the idea of is making your own individual sets. I've known, I think it was when I was doing Handmade Edinburgh, I had somebody who went through every single, she wanted the green tourmaline ring, which she found, and then she went through every other ring until she found the right one for her, and it wasn't quite what I had anticipated. I'd put it with the gold, but she put a different set together. And I like the idea that people are making their own unique sets, you know, with their, you know, it might be a birthstone or something that's important to them. And the other thing that I like is that you can recycle. I can use stones from existing rings and put them on the square rings. So this, for instance, this set, this is a bright pink tourmaline and a gold ball. And this is actually, I've made it for my sister. So the gold ball is half of my mother's wedding ring. So I've divided the wedding ring in half, and I got half and she got half. And I've melted it down and made it into a ball and put it on the ring. And so she wanted to have that as a kind of, you know, reminder. And it's also nice to feel neither of us wanted the ring itself because it was very old and didn't fit either of us, but it's nice that we've both got, you know, a way of keeping it.
Hi, Barbara. Just to jump in with a quick question.
Yeah.
Why the square shapes for the rings?
Well, I originally, I've got quite a mathematical background, so I'm interested in geometric shapes. So I just did it because I liked the shape. And then I really liked how it looked on the hand. But what I liked best of all was this fact that you could, by setting the decoration off center, you could put the pairs together. So that's why the square. That's why I've developed it so much, and I've put a lot of effort into it. So I'm sort of obsessed by not having wide rings between my fingers. So I've made it so that it's nice and slim between the fingers. So it's, you know, very comfortable. I've got these different sizes of ring. So that would be for a bigger finger, and then this one only fits my little finger. But that, you know, a lot of people, a lot of Asian women particularly, have teeny fingers, and so this is a good size for them. But I think it's important that to get the right size, so you can see it's nice and narrow between the fingers.
Wonderful. And another quick question. Your background, I know you mentioned to me, astronomy. You were interested in astronomy when you were younger. Has that had an influence on your design?
Oh, well, that's a lot of where that's where things like the moon design and the orbit design come from. So I did an astronomy GCSE about 10 years ago. My background is math, so I'd always done a lot of physics, and you know, there was a bit of astronomy in that course. And I don't know whether it's the combination of the geometry, the circles, the way they combine together. A lot of these designs are very sort of astronomy. I think they've got a lot. It's not a literal take of it, but it's looking at the the way the circles work together and things is what I've got from astronomy.
Certainly. Could you guide us through the price range quickly?
Okay, so the Perspex rings are £25, and then the ones with silver decorations are 130. This is for the orbit or for the moon, and the plain thick silver is 125. And then when you have a stone, one of the smaller stones, that's 205, and it goes up to 240 for the sapphire, 250 for the emerald. And then the gold rings, I also have plain gold rings, which depends on the size of the ring. So the silver rings, I don't vary the size, I don't vary the cost with the size, but with the gold, with the price of gold, I have to, that depends on the size of the ring. And it sort of starts at 450. And this is another ring I was going to show you. So that's a little diamond there, set in gold, and this is a plain gold ring. I've made one set of these as wedding rings, which I think is a beautiful combination. And the gold I normally use 14 karat gold for the square rings, whereas I use 18 karat gold for all the settings. But it's a beautifully sort of soft combination. And I could imagine that if you had a set like that, then people like to have an extra ring when they have babies born, and you could add a stone to that, you know, and make a further set. And I wear this gold ring. I've here my set that I wear all the time. This is the sapphire blue Perspex, the plain gold ring, and then a silver with a gold ball. And that's a set, I just wear it all the time. And then I can put on one with a stone in the evening if I want to, so I can add the sapphire to that to make a bigger set. But when I'm working, I don't like wearing stones because, you know, they can get damaged when I'm soldering and things like that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And just one more quick question. So the sapphire set that's on your hand at the moment, how much would that go for? Your favorite one?
This one?
Yeah.
So this is, that's 25. The gold, as I say, it depends on the size of the ring, but it's for my size it's 450, and then this one is 220. So 670 it's just short of £700.
Wow, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for demonstrating that to us. As always,
I'm sorry about the light.
Sorry?
I'm sorry about the light.
Oh, no, it's fine. We could actually see you very well, so it was really clear. So thank you for that. Please do visit Barbara Spence's shop. I've popped a link in the description, well, in the chat box provided. So if you click on there, go ahead to her shop and you can have an explore of her items. As Barbara was mentioning, you know, you can create your own unique set, which is really, really fantastic. You know, you can showcase your own individuality in that way, which is lovely. So thank you so much, Barbara, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Showcasing your product.
Yeah.